Different persons have different developmental goals. What may be the development for one may not be development for the others. It may be destructive manner also. Destructive means it damage to the other people. When people are developed, at the same time other people lost their lands or lost their fields and lost their money, everything. What are that? Some examples here, we'll discuss here. The issues of conflicts between government and the people for the development. What are that? Here it is, number of developmental or welfare programs are introduced. For the welfare purpose, the government took up the steps. At the same time, they wanted to construct the dams and projects, okay, and national highways, industries, big companies. So these are all number of activities there. At the same time only, so one side they have to, the country have to observe that overall development. At the same time, it is benefit to the most of the members. At the same time, some group of people lost their livelihood, lost their everything from that. Here it is an example. Here it is, government started construction for the Kudankulam power project. Kudankulam nuclear power plant. It is one project. Government started that. So where it is and which district? It is located in Tirunelveli district in Tamil Nadu area. So what is the main aim of the particular project? To generate power to entire country, to self-reliant. Next, it is useful to all the people. At the same time, the people started protesting against of construction of the particular dam or particular power plant, even though it is useful for all the people of the country who are participating in that, who are supporting to the people. Here it is, environmentalist and scientists and also social workers. These are all supporting to the people only. They also wrote a letters to the government to stop the construction. At the same time, the government made committees to look after that situation. At the same time, the government providing some benefits to the who lost their lands and who lost their wealth and who lost their entire life in the particular places. They are providing some benefits and compensation. In this way, this situation is there in that. Similarly, NBA movement also there. NBA means Narmada Bachao Andolan. The government wanted to construct number of projects on the Narmada river. Government wanted to increase the height of Narmada river. At the same time, all the people are against of that. So why they are against it? And what was the meaning of that project? And who are the leaders who participated in that? The leaders mainly, who are the leaders of that NBA movement? Narmada Bachao Andolan. So main leader, Medha Patkar, the lady, Medha Patkar. And another one, Baba Amte also supported. social activist and environmentalist Baba Abte. He also wrote a letters to the government to stop that construction or increasing of the dam. And what was the aim of the project? Observe here, mainly for providing drinking water facilities and irrigation purpose. And next one, electricity, generate electricity. So these are all aims of the particular project. Even though people protesting means they have started strikes to stop the construction or increasing the dam height. These are all. At the same time, government providing some special benefits to the who lost due to construction of that project. So these are decided by the government, declared by the government. So next one, similarly, this kind of incident happened it is newspaper report in 2006 report it is in September 16, 2006. So what happened in that? One petroleum and metal industry company. In that, according to that newspaper, the particular company, a vessel dumped 500 tons of liquid toxic material waste into open air, and the particular city, open air in the city, and also in the dumped in the ocean also. It leads to that environmental problems, water polluted, soil polluted, the people get diseases. At the same time, the government did not took up any steps to control this. Exactly, it is located in Abidjan city in Ivory Coast. Abidjan city in Ivory Coast in Africa Coast. This incident will happen in that particular place. Due to these conditions, people got more diseases. Okay? Thank you. How do we compare different countries or states or the students? We compare different things by using different criteria to get our results. This is depending on the different purposes. Different purposes, the criteria will be changed. Suppose, if you want to observe the performance of the student, how do we compare the different students in the class? We can easily find out they differ in their height, health, talents, and their interest and other activities. In that also, the healthiest student may not be the most studious one. Means, healthiest student may not be the good study or good student. Similarly, the most intelligent student may not be the friendliest one or not a sports. If the student is intelligent, he or she may not be participate in sports, not any good in sports. So that's why we have to observe that all round performance of the children in the class. You can observe that we use that different criteria to choose a particular person. Understand it is? So we use different criteria to choose different purposes or purpose of the comparison. Understand? For the comparison of the countries, different countries, so it is the income is the main considered aspect. Income means average income. it is also known as per capita income, is the main criteria to identify the different countries. Which one is richest, which one is poor country, or which one is developing country. The countries are compared on the basis of their average income. Average income, how do we get this average income? The total income of the country divided by the total population of the country. Then we will get average income. It is also known as per capita income. Understand? The total income of the country means national income. So national income divided by total population of the country. Then we will get per capita income or average income. So this the formula for calculating per capita income. Total population, we have to take that total population and total income of the country. Understood? Every year the World Bank classified the countries into 3 categories. They submitted the report, it's known as World Development Report. So what is the main criteria? In this main criteria is the per capita income. Per capita income means average income only. So based on the average income or per capita income, the World Bank classified the countries in 3 categories. What are the 3 categories? Higher income countries, middle income countries, and low income countries. You understood? Higher income countries known as rich countries. Higher income countries means rich countries, and also known as developed countries. Understood? Higher income countries means rich countries, also known as developed countries. And second one is middle income countries. Middle income countries also known as developing countries. Understood? And next one it is low income countries. Low income countries means it is poor countries or underdeveloped countries. Understood? Once again, the World Bank classified the 3 categories of the countries. One is rich countries, middle income countries, low income countries. Rich countries means developed countries, and low income countries means poor countries. Understood? Right. So according to our textbook mentioned the countries 3 categories, how the dividing that the World Bank. The countries with per capita income of $12,600 and above per annum, the countries are called higher income countries or rich countries or developed countries. This is the one group of countries. And next one it is the countries with per capita income between $12,600 and $1,035 per annum. It is called as middle income countries. Understood? And next one it is the countries with per capita income of $1,035 or less than that $1,035 per annum. So these countries called as low income countries. Low income countries means poor countries. Understood? So now coming to that India. India is mainly in the middle income countries. India is in middle income countries. Means, so India per capita income lies in between 12,600 US dollars and 1,035 US dollars. Understood? So India is lies in that middle income countries. Not rich country, not poor country. Means what it is? India is a developing country. Understood now? Next, the rich countries, generally called as developed countries. Understand? The criterion averages is useful for comparison, but it is also hide the disparities. Understood? While average income is useful for comparison, it does not tell us how this development is there. Why do we use averages? And what are the limitations to use the averages? Okay? So we can use the averages for comparison as they are easy to calculate. World Bank also used that averages only. Average means average income, means per capita income, is the main criteria to classify the different countries. We already discussed it. So what are the limitations? The average income is useful for comparison. It does not tell how this income is distributed among the people or among the country. It hides the disparities. Means what? We cannot identify the differences between the countries or among the people. So let us discuss with example. Observe this table. Observe this table. In this table mentioned about country A and country B. And you see that monthly income of the citizens. It is given monthly income of the citizens in 2001 in rupees. You see that category is there, monthly income. First one, second one, third Roman, fourth Roman, fifth Roman, and finally mentioned here average income. Country A and country B. And first one you can see 9,500 rupees. And country B 500 rupees. Similarly, that country A 10,500 and country B 500 rupees. And country A third Roman 9,800 rupees and country B 500 rupees. And Roman number 4 10,000 rupees and Roman number 5 10,200 rupees. And country B Roman number 4 500 rupees and Roman number 5 48,000 rupees. Understand it is, if you observe that average income of the country A and country B, if you calculate that same only, means 10,000 only. So each person per capita income means per head income. Per head means the person income. Understand it is? Similarly same, but here it is 1% in that Roman 1, the person 500 rupees, Roman 2 500 rupees, Roman 3% 500 rupees and Roman 4 500, but Roman 5% 48,000 rupees their income, total income of the month. Okay, so if you observe that average is 10,000 only. Do you understand this calculation? See here. So according to this table, through both the countries have same average income country A is preferred because it has more equitable distribution there. Equitable means what? So almost all the people 9,500 rupees, 10,500 rupees, 9,800 rupees and 10,000 rupees, 10,200 rupees means equitable distribution there. Means all the people are good income. Similarly in this country A, people are neither very rich nor very poor. Understand it is? Similarly, on the other hand, country B, most of the people are poor and one person only is extremely rich person. Understand this? You can see that country B, Roman number 1, 2, 3, 4 means the persons 500, 500, 500, 500, 500 and fifth Roman the person ends that 48,000 rupees. But if you see that average same only, so that's why averages are not good for calculation. Hide the disparities. Understood now? So that's why, so according to this example, that average income is good but it hides the disparities. Disparities means differences. We does not know how the people are earning, how much earning that people. Understand it is? Right. You can see this picture. Equitable distribution. 4 chairs are there. Understand it is? 4 chairs are there. The persons are 5 members. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The country with no rich and no poor. And next one it is, you can see that the country with rich and poor. Rich means the person using that 4 chairs is sleeping. So means rich country. And another one, poor country. Poor country means 2 chairs only available, but 4 members are adjusted in that. Means it is the poor country. Understood now? Right. How do we compare different states? Let us see this example. Important states mentioned here. Punjab. Look at this table. Punjab, Himachal Pradesh and Bihar. In that mentioned IMR. IMR means infant mortality rate per 1000. Account that 2006. Literacy rate. It is also mentioned. Account that 2011. And next one it is net attendance rate. It is also given in that account that 2006. So now we'll discuss about that. First you can observe this table. Okay. Here it is. The per capita income of the Punjab is 78,000 in account to 2011 census. Similarly, infant mortality rate per 1000 it is 42 and literacy rate 77 and net attendance rate 76. Okay. Similarly, next state Himachal Pradesh. Observe that Himachal Pradesh IMR means infant mortality rate 36, good. And next one it is literacy rate 84%. It is also very good. And next one it is net attendance rate. It is 90%. So Himachal Pradesh is well in this all categories. And next one it is Bihar. In that Bihar, observe that IMR it is 62. And next one, literacy rate 64 and net attendance rate 56. Understand? So account this table. What do you observe that? From account this table, Himachal Pradesh with low per capita income has better human development ranking than Punjab. Understand it is explained. You can see that how it is. One of the indicators of human development is per capita income. Okay. So in that per capita income, Punjab is higher than other states. We can observe in this table account this. Punjab per capita income is higher than the other states like Himachal Pradesh and Bihar. Okay. So next one. Here it is IMR and literacy rate and net attendance rate. Himachal Pradesh is the top in the list of the states. Okay. So we already discussed that infant mortality rate IMR of Himachal Pradesh 36 is lower than that of Punjab. The literacy rate of Himachal Pradesh is 84%. It is higher than the literacy rate of Punjab. And similarly, net attendance rate. It is also Himachal Pradesh 90% is higher than Punjab. Understood now? So this shows that per capita income alone is not a suitable indicator of human development. Understand it is? So we have to observe that other criteria is the indicators to consider for human development. We will discuss about the definitions about different indicators of the human development. What are the aspects taken as indicators to measure human development? Here you can observe the examples of criterion for measurement of human development: per capita income, the education level of the people, and health status and standard life of the people, means standard of living, availability of electricity, transportation facilities and sanitation facilities, and expected years of schooling and average years of schooling. So these are the some examples and important criteria to measure the human development. And other indicators also there. What are the indicators of measuring development of the country? Or HDI, we can call as HDI. HDI means what? Human Development Index. Human Development Index is the main indicator to measure the development for any country. So mainly HDI, Human Development Index. So based on that, different criteria are used in this. First one is per capita income, literacy rate, average years of schooling, expected years of schooling, and life expectancy at birth, and health status, and employment status, and equal distribution, several other. మరిన్ని వీడియోస్ కోసం మా ఛానల్ని సబ్స్క్రైబ్ చేయండి, షేర్ చేయండి, అండ్ ఫైనల్లీ క్లిక్ ఆన్ ది బెల్ ఐకాన్. థ్యాంక్ యూ.